Good morning to you. I'm Jeff Slickey. Happy to have a couple great guys here in the studio with me. Oh my gosh, so happy to see Ryan Wheaton, the Shelton City Manager, and Darrin
Moody,
Shelton Police Chief. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Jeff.
Thanks for coming in. I know you have an appointment to get to, Darrin, but what are we on the air for? What are we talking about? You got some new recruits?
We got some new exciting stuff going on. One of the most exciting things is, again, the Narcan save. We had another one again the other day. And we're working with the health department to try and do some follow-up to that so we don't have repeat customers. But, you know, our guys are embracing it and they're moving forward with it. So it's a good thing.
How long does the process take? So an officer saw, if I remember the story right, it was a person slumped in a car or something like that, and they came and they noticed.
Well, then we just had another one the other day, like 2-3 days ago.
Oh, this isn't...
No, so we've had three so far.
Oh, wow.
Unconscious person, not breathing.
Yeah.
They administer the Narcan and snaps them out quick. And then we give medical aid. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that we have to come to that.
Sure.
But the reality is they're out there saving lives, which is a good thing.
3 lives already.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And we're going this afternoon to an academy graduation up at the CJTC Academy. This is the first recruit I've been able to hire and put through the academy here.
Mm-hmm.
Hector Diaz, local guy, Spanish speaker, Hispanic American. He's excited, and we're excited to have him. So he'll be starting on the street in the next week or so and through his FTO period. And with that, we have one going right behind him, Charles Taylor, another local guy. And so we'll have 2 new recruits on the street in the next few months.
Wow, that's great.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
Going back, Hector, you said his name was?
Hector Diaz.
How many of your officers are multilingual, I guess, to communicate with other folks in the community?
Well, Hector's the first Spanish speaker.
Okay.
And we do have some Native Americans. Mm-hmm. We do have one person that knows some sign language.
Okay.
But we're trying to, you know, it's funny because it reflects back to the beard, to the goatee. People were laughing because if you asked me a couple years ago, I'd have said, no way, police officers don't wear beards. That's not the way we are. People talk about whether we should be paramilitary or not.
Sure.
And last year in Mustache November, we all grew mustaches down there, and the guys came to me and said, we need to reflect the community. How about, can we have a beard policy? And at first I said, well, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, so it was policy to not have facial hair or not have beards?
You know, it was paramilitary.
Yeah.
It was you will have your mustache trimmed above here, and a lot still are. Understandably so. You know, they want to signify things, but, you know, we want to reflect our community. And so guys said, can we grow beards? They go, look at the people out there in the community.
Yeah.
Would they more identify, you know, years ago you couldn't wear a tattoo and be a police officer. You couldn't have a beard. And so I told them for November I'll do it, and they developed their own beard policy down there for well-trimmed beards, and you know we try to new things to reflect the community.
Interesting.
You know, would somebody with a full beard out there identify more with talking to an officer? Maybe, I don't know, but it's worth a try.
Sure. So, and just to show too that we're
normal.
Just a regular person, and you celebrate those kind of months where you do things like that. You grow beards.
We're fathers, mothers, and cousins like everybody else.
Huh. So. Well, that's great news. Ryan, what are you doing in here? You just hanging out with Darrin today?
I'm just walking around the streets of Shelton. Similarly, though, we have some new folks getting ready to start.
Okay.
We introduced our new finance director at last night's commission meeting.
Yeah.
Nola Von Nudegg will start December 12th, but she has already started taking a look at things. She was looking through our budget and our different agreements that we have. Yesterday, she came in and met with the entire finance staff and with our leadership team, and then met with the commissioners before the meeting.
Wow.
And some of the people from the public. So we're very excited to have her start in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Still recruiting for city engineer. That job posting, we'll start reviewing those on the 28th. And we are excited to move forward with some of those hirings.
Very nice. You can find those job listings on the City of Shelton's website as well under employment opportunities. Give you a nice list there. And what's cool on that one, too, is that it tells you the progress, where you're at, if it's an ongoing thing, or they're starting to look at the resumes as well. 8:16, talking with Police Chief Darrin Moody and City Manager Ryan Wheaton. Thanksgiving is coming up. Is there extra patrols out in the evening time, or how does the holidays work?
You know, it's tough to judge what's going to occur. Now they're talking about a big storm coming in, which could slow traffic, impede traffic. Our school resource officers working with State Patrol. In fact, just as I passed the high school on my way in this morning, State Patrol is out there doing traffic enforcement in front of the high school. For us, I tell you, school zones is where it's most important for us. You know, we do have a lot of travelers that come through the area and things along that line, but for us, it's important that we put cars out at the school zones during school hours, especially when it's hard to see out in the mornings like this or the rain comes. And so that's where we usually focus our emphasis on.
A lot of times after Thanksgiving dinner, people will go grab the football and they'll go places. And maybe one of the places is the school.
Right.
Do you still have to follow the 20 mile an hour even if school is not in session?
Well, you'll see the signs out there, the flashing lights.
Yeah,
It'll say 20 miles an hour when school in session or 20 miles an hour when the lights are flashing. We try to time that with the right school schedules. So it depends. Like at the high school, it's 30 mile an hour when school's not in session, and it's 20 mile an hour through the school zone while it's in session.
Okay. All right. Well, just be advised that people are going to be out and enjoying themselves as well. And Ryan, Darrin?
We're moving forward with some other stuff, too.
Yeah, so last week, Dylan and Mark mentioned social media. So we want to remind folks that we will post any information that's urgent. We'll make sure we get that out through social media, which is a little bit faster for us to do than when we put it out through our website. So people can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and those updates will be as current as we can make them.
It's facebook.com City of Shelton WA, and also for Twitter, City of Shelton WA. At
City of Shelton WA.
Very nice. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I know you got to get somewhere. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Thank
And we'll see you guys next week.
You know you have access to the fastest internet in Washington State. Switch to iFiber Communications right now and take advantage of our special offers. Pay only $29.95 for 100 megabit high-speed internet, or get 3 months of internet absolutely free. That's right, $29.95 for 100 megabit speeds or 3 months of internet free. Shop, stream, and game like never before with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Call 360-427-4000 or check us online at ifiber.tv. Subject to credit approval, valid on a 24-month contract.